Okay, so today we're going to be talking about pages and why they're so important to build out properly and specifically in a way to be able to educate your visitors to your website and also get them excited about being on your website and doing what they're going to be doing with you, hopefully, in the future. Now, there's a few things that you need to do, and believe it or not, none of them are hard, but so many people are skipping over them. So what I want to do today is really delve into the anatomy of a killer about page so that you cannot miss converting any of your visitors as and when they come to your website. You know, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And today I'm going to show you how to build out your about page so that you don't lose the opportunity to make a good first impression to your visitors. All right? Okay, so before we get going, one more quick thing. Tap little Perry Buddy down the bottom here, guys. This is the last time I'm going to ask you to do it. Just go ahead and share this broadcast on Periscope and Twitter. I would be forever grateful if you were to do that. Can somebody do that for me now, please? Thank you very much. All right, good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, Ethan's in the house. He's our heart monitor. Heart target today, everybody, just for fun, is 35,000 hearts. Let's see if we can get 35,000 hearts on this broadcast. All you got to do is tap the screen to give hearts, and it's that easy. It really, truly is. And it doesn't hurt. You might get the odd callus, but that'll be about it. Okay, all right, let's delve in. The anatomy of a killer about page. Number one, the first tip to building out a great about page, and we're going to start from the top of the about page and work our way down. Okay, so from the top of the page and work our way down. Number one is to have a really good benefit driven headline. Okay, so this is a headline that very clearly states what people are going to get from visiting your website. This is not about you. Surprise, surprise, we're not going to talk about you for a while, actually. All right, so right at the top of the page, a very benefit-driven headline or a title that people, when they visit your site for the first time, will say, okay, this is why I'm here. This is what I'm going to get out of being here. Okay, that's good to know. So that's number one, is that benefit-driven headline. Number two is a benefit-driven description of some kind. So maybe a paragraph or so, sort of elaborating on that headline a little bit more and giving them maybe 4 or 5 key points as to why they need to be at your website and getting going with what you're all about as an online creator and business owner. Okay, so that's the second thing, is that benefit-driven description of your site and what you're all about and why they should be there. The third thing that you should try and include is some kind of social proof. Okay, so when we say social proof, what do we talk about? Well, we talk about things like logos. Okay, so logos of any press that you've been given before in the past. If you go to my about page, you'll see logos from like Forbes, from Inc. magazine, from Entrepreneur magazine, from the Huffington Post, from Business Insider. These are all press outlets that I've been featured in. So obviously that's great social proof. So I make sure that the logos are there and visually people can get to them very, very easily, and they can kind of almost connect with them because they can see those logos everywhere. All right, so that's the social proof. The other side of social proof, that if you haven't had any real good quality press yet, the other side of social proof that everyone can get is a testimonial. Okay, just reach out to one of your blog fans or one of your Twitter followers or something along those lines and get some testimonials from them. Ask them what they think about you. Obviously, you're only going to publish the nice stuff, otherwise it wouldn't work out. But go ahead and just sort of tap into your community and ask them exactly what they think about you and why people should follow you. Okay, so that's the third thing, is social proof, either from logos or from testimonials. Someone just asked, how long will this session go on for? I'm going to go for about another 10 minutes and then I'm going to open up to Q&A. In the meantime, all you guys need to do is keep tapping the screen to keep me motivated. Let me see those hearts, everybody. All right? And feel free to share the broadcast whenever you want by just tapping the little number at the bottom of the screen here and then going up. All right? Okay. So, number 4. Now, this is, we're halfway down the page by now. This is where you actually come into your about page for the first time, okay? This is where we're going to talk about you, your background, your profile, your bio, quite frankly. Why people should follow you specifically as a leader in your niche, in your industry. Okay, so this is no longer about your website and the benefits behind them reading or coming to your website regularly. This is about you and why you are in the position to talk to them about whatever message it is that you're sharing. Okay, so this is your background, your bio. That's the fourth section of your about page. The fifth section, and this doesn't need to be there, but for me it's an important section because it opens up the door a little bit on personality, and I believe that people want to do business with other people more so than ever before, and therefore I like to have my personality shine through so I can create those P2P or those people-to-people relationships that I love so much. And that is, I like to include a video, some kind of video. It doesn't necessarily need to be a welcome video where you're sort of there saying, hello, welcome to my site. My name is Christopher, and here you'll learn blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not talking about that. Give them something actionable, something that they can take away from that video, a quick tip or a quick win of some kind so that they can put it into place immediately and get an idea for the type of content that you're going to be sharing on your site. Okay, so not needed, but I like to include a video on my about page. Okay, so that's the fifth thing. The sixth thing is to invite them to connect with you off of your website as well. Now, at any opportunity, we always focus in as online business owners at getting people back to our hub, getting them back to our website, on our email list, and I'll talk about that in a minute, and all the rest of it. But understand that not everybody's going to live their entire day on your website. They're going to be on social media. They're going to be on Twitter. They're going to be on Facebook. They're going to be on Google+. Actually, they probably won't be on Google+, but they're going to be on social media, hanging out with their friends and networking and doing all that stuff, right? So it's important for you to also invite them to follow you on whatever given social media platform that you're tuning into. I'm glad some of you got that Google Plus joke, otherwise it would have fallen quite flat and it would have been a little bit embarrassing. But the fact of the matter is, let's not beat around the bush here. The fact of the matter is, guys, is that, we don't spend all day on websites. We are on social. We're in a very social online world nowadays, and it's important for us to really appreciate that fact. So get people across to your favorite or your most used and most frequented social platform as well. Usually give them one, maximum of two connections right there. Okay, so that's the sixth thing. And finally, and we can break these down a little bit more if you want based on comments and questions and things like that. But finally, the last thing is to give them some kind of call to action. Now, easily, without a shadow of a doubt, the best call to action to give them would be to get them on your website, or get them on your email rather, okay? You've got them to your website already from wherever they've come from, whether it's a link on another site, a Google search from social somewhere. Now you've got to get them on your email list, okay? So that CTA for me is to get them on the email list. And so for me, it's whatever opt-in magnet I'm giving, whether it's a ebook or an audio course or a video course or whatever the case may be, and then really being able to keep them on that list and give them that content that they sign up for on a regular basis. If you don't ask, you don't get. Plain and simple. If you don't ask, you don't get. So make sure that call to action is there and that you're genuinely asking people to sign up onto your email list so that you converse with them in a more personal way going forward. Okay, and that right there are the 7 steps to having a killer about page. I'm going to recap one time real quick, and then I'll go into Q&A. All right, guys? So number 1 is to have a benefit-driven statement. Something that will have, like, literally hammer them around the head. That headline right there at the top of your about page. Oh, this is why I need to be on this website. Number 2 is the benefit-driven description. Get into a little bit more detail here, maybe a paragraph or two, and actually give them the 4 or 5 key benefits or features of being with you. Don't be scared to sell a little bit. It's fine. You got to be seen to sell. I say that all the time. Number 3 is to include some kind of social proof. So if you've had any kind of press at all with big name outlets like Entrepreneur or Forbes or Inc. in the business section anyway, for me, include those logos on your website, or at the very least, reach out to your network and ask for a few people to give you some testimonials so you can slam on there as well. You can also include both, but don't go overboard on either, obviously. The 4th one is then to include something about you. See how we've done all this so far and we've not even got to you on your about page yet, is to go ahead and to make that bio a little short and sweet, but give them enough substance right there for them to know that they're following up with you, and you know, they kind of get what you're all about and how you're going to help them. Okay. 5th is to include a video. It's not needed, but for me personally, I enjoy including a video. It creates that P2P or people-to-people connection that I love so much. I'm a big advocate of. So include a video if you can. And then 6 is an invitation to connect off of your website on some kind of social media platform, whether it be Twitter or Facebook or whatever the case may be. Okay, and then lastly, a call to action, a real call to action. Get them on your email list. Give them that opt-in magnet, whatever it is that you're giving away for free, to get people to suck them in to your content and bring them on board as an email subscriber. You must grow your email list. The overall profitability and the success of your online business is going to be directly tied into your email list and the growth of it over a long period of time. So make sure you're always trying to grow your email list. And that, my friends, is how you build a killer about page for your website. Did you like that? Say hell yeah, or give me a thumb up emoji in the comment section right now. Cheers.